is Kelly Tinker. This is my Amy Sarasky. She'll be acting as my athlete today, and we are going to be talking about kettlebell swing. All right, so first thing we want to address when we're talking about the kettlebell is how to pick it up and how to pick it up safely. We want to bring good habits into it because these weights are pretty light, but someday you might be doing a lot of reps, or you might be working out with some very heavy weight. Like maybe if you've been working out for a couple years, you had a workout named after you, and you need to swing a 55-pound kettlebell. It's very important to have those habits in place so that you're just working safely with those kettlebells. So first thing we want to talk about is the kettlebell deadlift. You'll have some of these in the workout, but this is mostly for the sake of moving it and just for the sake of getting warmed up. So with that kettlebell deadlift, you want to get yourself set up. This is a hip hinge position rather than a squat position. So in a squat, you might have your shoulders a little bit more over your hips. In this case, you want your shoulders actually over that kettlebell. You still want some bend in the knees so you get some leverage, and you can drive through those legs, and you're just pressing through those feet to stand up with that kettlebell. So I'll show you a couple reps from this angle. The shoulder's always coming right over. Nice, flat, organized back, engaging through those glutes, and then back down. So go ahead and get into that deadlift setup and hold that setup first so I can see. Okay, so bring those hips down just slightly, and then still have those shoulders stacked over. Good. Now press through those feet, stand it up. Good, bring it back down. Good, let's stand it up. Back down. And stand it up. Back down. Nice, beautiful. Good work. So you got a nice flat back there, and that's where we want to go with that kettlebell height. So I'll show you where we're going, and then we'll work backwards from there. So ultimately our goal today is to get into this Russian swing. So bringing that kettlebell up to chest height. I'll show you a couple from this angle as well. So this is where we're going with this, but we don't have to get there yet. We're going to start by talking about that kettlebell height, which is how we're going to start every set of swings that we ever do. So similarly to that deadlift, you have those low hips and that open chest, but instead of that kettlebell being stacked right under those shoulders, it's just right up there in front of you. So from here, you're just pulling that kettlebell back right between those legs, and then the laws of physics are just going to bring that kettlebell back forward. So popping it between the legs, and then letting it come right back here where it started. So let me check out your height setup position first. So having that kettlebell right there out in front of you. Good. And then eyes are on that kettlebell. Good. So that setup looks good. So we're going to start moving it now. So I'm going to have you go. I'll tell you when to go, and we'll do that hike. And get set up just like the hike in football. And hike. Good. All right. Let's do it again. And hike. Good. One more time here. Hike. And good. Back down. All right. Go ahead and relax. So that hike sets us up to pop those hips for that next element of the movement. So we're going to bring it into that hike and then pop those hips. I don't care too much about how far that kettlebell comes forward just yet. We're just going to start to work on creating that momentum through that kettlebell. So I'll show you one from the side and just popping it there. So go ahead and get into that hike setup. We're going to do that hike and pop of the hips and go. Good. Bring it back down. Good. Again. Go. Good. And back down. One more time. Beautiful. All right. Nice hike. Nice pop of the hips. So next step is to intensify that hip movement so we can bring it into that Russian swing. So I just want to see one rep, and you're one rep at a time. And you're going to come, when you get to the top of that swing, I want to see straight arms, straight body, just like you're doing a plank, but standing up. So go ahead and get into that hike setup. And hike, bring it up, and back down. Good. Do that again, and go. Nice, back down. One more time, good. Lovely, awesome. So you're bringing that kettlebell out nice, and it's projecting out to the side. Sometimes what we see as you get tired or something like that is that kettlebell kind of drooping Maybe those arms stay bent, or maybe you're even arching that back to try to bring it forward. Some of those things can happen as we get fatigued. Make sure you're always squeezing from those glutes, always standing tall. So, keeping those things in mind, let's talk about bringing some momentum into it. So, once you've let that kettlebell come out to the front, you're just going to let it naturally fall. Once you get to the point where your arms don't want to let it fall anymore, that's where you're going to hinge at the hip. And just like when you're coming from that hike, you're going to pop those hips back forward and let it keep going into some of those reps. So, go ahead and get into that hike setup position again. And I want to see 3 reps at a time. So, hike it up, go. And then right back into that swing. Beautiful. Nice. Good. Let's get one more set just like that. Into the hike and go. Nice. And then back down. Excellent. All right. So, you're doing really great with this. So, let's take it up just a little bit higher. So, from here, just want to intensify that hip hop even more. And just slightly higher than that Russian swing. So I don't care quite how high it goes. I just want you to go a little bit higher than that Russian swing. So let's get 3 more reps of that. Start from the hike and go. 3 reps. Good. Start to nice and high. Beautiful. All right, let's get one more set just like that. And go. Very nice. All right, so I think you're ready. I think you have the shoulder mobility to bring it all the way up overhead. So when you bring it overhead, I want to see those biceps locked up next to the ears. I want to see that kettlebell pointing toward the ceiling. I want to see you looking just straight ahead. Everything nice and straight. And you're going to bring it back down the same way it came up. Same way you brought that Russian swing down. Just letting that kettlebell fall. And then hinging when you feel that naturally come into your body. So go ahead and get into that setup. And let's get 3 reps. And go. Good. Pop it all the way up. Beautiful. Good. All right. Good. Let's get one more set of 3. Going all the way up overhead. Very nice. All right. Nice locked out arms. Nice position. That is how we like to see the kettlebell swing done here at Ironman.